Hello, Judy here from Thistledew Creations, and today I pulled out this journal, which was one of my first envelope journals that I ever made. I started just by collaging the one side of the envelope, and that became the cover of the journal. Folded it in half. There's the open end of the envelope. And it's a very simple journal, just some burgundy papers as sort of the end papers. Little pocket here with some very primitive, some of the first tags and stuff that I ever made. The front and back page of the signature is this same burgundy paper, just scrapbook paper. And then the whole signature is just coffee dyed papers, nothing decorating it at all yet. And I just stuck this extra piece of fabric, which matches this fabric on the front. I just stuck it underneath the center thread for myself for future use, which might be today. And then in the back here, I've got two envelope flips that also have some older journaling cards that I had made with printables and coffee dyed and printables and cardstock. Just whatever kind of fit the color scheme for the journal and fit into the envelopes. And up here, what have we got? I haven't looked at this in a long time. So we've got that same crocus card and a little bird card with some postage stamps. These are just printables, like free printables. That's a dragonfly printable that I fussy cut and then put it onto book page. And I love the ticking stripe design. So those just all fit in there well, so that's why they ended up in there. But I was thinking today, as I was playing around making some page edgers and stuff, that this could maybe use a little more decorating. So I thought I would just play a little bit. I added this lace on the front this morning. And that's why I thought I would just pull it out again and add some more, because I could do a cluster, like a, what do you call it? Snippet strip down here. And I think I would like to incorporate some of this, maybe not. Here's a piece that I might want in the center, maybe. I love that paper. Actually, I've got a spot over here I wanted to fix because I got some glue on it and then something stuck to it. So let's put this over here. And this was already stuck on there, you can see, but I took it off. I'm going to put it back on. I think that came to me like that in my one swap that I did with die cuts, I think. So that can go there. Maybe I'll make it a tuck spot. Just glue it down the side there. Would have made a good page tab too. And then something like this could tuck in there. Maybe not this one. This one's pretty thick. The other thing that I could do, just to make that a little more sturdy, is give it a staple. And I'll do it backwards. No, I'm going to do it forwards. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to do like a crisscross of a staple. Looks a little more intentional. And then I still have to cover it over here, but I I want to do that anyway. So that becomes a really good sturdy tuck spot then, and it might be able to take something like that. But that's a little thick. Certainly would take this one. And then that's adding in a little pink and a little purple with the burgundy. Still doesn't feel very secure. Anyway, on this side, let's ink up these edges because it's just way too white. And then maybe let's do some collaging. I'm really just pulling this out to play instead of actually thinking of a project to do for you. So sorry if that's not what you're in for. That's what I feel like doing. And I'm going to do a technique that I started to notice and decided to try, and I've kind of liked it. And that is sort of layering pages. I'm going to find a nice dark one first. This is pages out of an old TV guide. July 29th. Doesn't say what year, of course. I'm going to put this up there. Need something to glue on. I'm going to take my glue stick and go all over the back. Get a nice glob there that needs to be spread out. Oops. That wasn't intentional. Now, because I didn't put any white glue on, it's not going to let me move it. So it's crooked. I'm going to have to live with that. I don't want to peel it up. I don't want to wreck it further. I do want to get that glued down. I could probably repair this too. A little bit crooked. That kind of bugs me, but we will do some lace up this side. Actually, maybe that, because it kind of repeats that maroon color, but it also introduces some coral. I'm going to use my 3-in-1 glue for this. Actually, let me just do a little bit more layering here first, and we'll put that on at the end. Hopefully I won't change my mind. I know that can be frustrating for people too. When we say we're going to do one thing and then we do another thing. But that happens when you're crafting. So here's a page that is, I think, French. Qu'est-ce que c'est? And we can do that maybe. It's a little too white. Let's do this. Here's a printable from a long time ago. Total different era. But let's use this edge of it. No, I don't like that either. I think I need to switch from words to music. and then I'll be better. So for this, I'm going to tear the edges. And ink them really good. I'll do this trick in the last video where you take a piece of cardstock and put it behind your thin papers when you go to ink them. Makes it a lot easier to get them inked. Now, if you're wondering about what ink I'm using, this is the Tim Holtz Ranger archival ink in vintage photo, but my dauber has been in ground espresso as well, so it might be a little darker than vintage photo. I just have my vintage photo dauber over at the other end side of the room, and so I'm going to put this on top. I'm going to glue the entire back of it, glue it right down. Oh, this is very fragile. These fragile papers almost have to be used this way as part of collage. They're a little bit fragile to use in a book. There we go. And I could have put white glue around the edges. I normally do. I don't know why I didn't. I'm going to put this little piece down in the corner, and I will put some white glue around it. It's a little thicker. Probably could use it. And then that's pretty yellow. Try to use something that's already out on my desk here. Got to remember that I was intending to do this. So maybe some of these tickets. They're blue on one side and coral and pink on the other side. But the theme of this book has some coral and pink accents, so I think I do want to use this. Just use one of them. Ink up the ripped edges. This is beautifully embossed too. Hi, Mama. Is it snack time? Put this up here. And then maybe some matte. Find some matte with some color. Tie it all together. Some pink and blue. Orange. I don't usually like these cut edges, but I think I'm going to use this. Much prefer an edge like this than like this. Just a random weird shaped piece. This gets it used up. Goes this way. Just going to see if I can tuck it underneath that. Hide some of that square edge. That's good. And then here's a good piece. And the only thing is this had some tape, so I'm going to tear off the tape. This was off the front of a Happy Mail envelope. and it's got a little bit of green. A bit of a sticker there. I just want torn edges. Ink. And just layering these things on top of each other. I think that's where I want that. I saved the rest of the envelope because it's this beautiful green inside. Might end up in my Ireland box. So book page, map, music, flowers, tickets. There's a label. It's a good red for coordinating with this piece of fabric. Don't usually use a lot of red. I'll put that up here. Overlapping. And then I think Wanda sent me some coral doilies. I'm going to do like just a part of one and tuck it in underneath the red seal. I rarely use a full doily all at once. Even when I bought like a pile of 100 of them one time at a dollar store, I still kind of hoard them and use little quarters and eighths and halves of them instead of full ones. Some of these are thick, so they're having trouble sticking down. Get some weight on it after the video. Even during the video. The whale tail tab stamp. Punch. And then, like I said, for the fabric, I'm going to use 3-in-1. And I think I'm going to ruffle it, maybe use it up. So this is about almost twice the length of this page. And you can do this pretty quickly with hot glue, but I don't keep a hot glue gun handy out here. So I'm just going to put a pretty good daub and then zigzag. It's picked up something green, probably the ink. And I'm going to grab my silicone. It's actually like a face scrubber, lip scrubber, I think it was. But you can use that to help you push that up, even to hold it down, because if you get that glue on your fingernails, it ruins your manicure. It's acetone based. It doesn't take long for it to harden up. I just went up just a little higher than the top of the page. Unfortunately, this is not a glue that you can do upside down. And this is going to cover that staple. It was the main reason I wanted to do this, was to cover that staple. putting a fair bit because I want it's going to absorb into the fabric. So you can lay it down, and then you kind of have to act a little fast. Just push it up. And it's not going to use the whole thing, but that's all right. Because I can use another bit of it somewhere else in the book. So again, just a little bit further than the bottom of the page, and I want to tear that. Before that gets dry, I'll just see if I can ruffle that a little more. It dries pretty fast. And then I could put something else down the center of that. Like what? Maybe something more coral. Maybe even a bit of yellow. I don't use yellow very often either. I've got this piece of coral. It's like nylon fabric that's kind of rolls when you cut it. But it's just the right color, isn't it? So I'll do that. Put down another row of this. Doesn't have to be in the middle, but I'm kind of going in the middle. Use this to press it in, kind of leaving the rolled part facing up. So that's a cute little page spread for something that was just white. Really fixed it up. Might want to do something else across the top here. I don't know what. Maybe a little bit of lace. Just for some texture. And hubby's home, and the page is done. So I'm going to thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. But most of all, have a great day and happy crafting. Come on back again and we'll do it some more.